Hey guys, damn, are you messed up? What's up, guys, and welcome to the first edition of Dane and Rob Collects Vegas, DNR Collects Vegas. This is basically our pilot. We'll call it our pilot. It's not episode one, two, 1000. It's just our pilot. And we really want to take time to explain what me and Dane want to do, where we got the idea, and what we want to do with this podcast based on our love for Vegas, love for history, love all things Vegas. So, Dane, tell us a little bit about what we want to do.
So what we want to do right now is it's more of a mission.
Hmm.
Our mission is to reach our hand deep into this bag of history and pull it out and showcase it. Finding pictures on Google and chatting about history is one thing,
Yeah.
but we want to prove to you that it actually exists
Hmm.
by collectibles, and that's
Yeah.
what me and Rob are so alike with is our collection and our love for history. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be doing some videos based on matchbooks,
Hmm.
chips. It could be signs on walls. It could be anything that's not nailed down on the ground in Vegas from day one to now.
Yeah.
We're going to be showcasing it to you, and then giving you a little bit of history, a little backing on why it's important, why it's neat, why it's mysterious, why it's rare.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we're going to be doing a lot of that.
Yeah.
On top of that, we're going to be doing a little bit more fun videos. So we're going to try to do once a month. We're going to do a mystery video talking about mysterious things that have happened in Vegas, like robberies, missing signs, um, everything. So, and
Yeah.
there's a lot to cover up. I'm not sure
Hmm.
if you've guys seen a lot of our, if you follow us, you've seen the fact that we did a haunted scavenger hunt at Binion's,
Yeah.
looking for signs and missing rooms and
Yeah.
haunted this and haunted that. So we're going to be touching in on that kind of stuff and trying to find physical collectibles based
Yeah.
around that.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's too much to touch, and we got to start now. And I think it's
Yeah.
gonna be a lot of fun.
Yeah, for sure. And by the way, the video should be coming up soon, at the posting on our all of our social medias, which we'll also add up in our bio and whatnot. But yeah, I think this sparked an interest in between you and I when we were doing the scavenger hunt, and we were
Hmm.
kind of figuring out where the room 400 was, where was this mysterious fourth floor.
Hmm.
I even tried to go to where the check-in was from the old Apache and got kicked out. I was pretending that I wasn't going to the bathroom, so I'm sorry to the person that I lied to. But all these things kind of sparked an interest between me and Dane, and I think that's one of the reasons why we want to do this.
Hmm.
And I think it's going to be fun because Vegas, although it's a very entertainment area place, a very gambling place. It also has so much history, so much rich
Hmm.
history, so much things that a lot of people, when they go, don't really either pay attention or don't know. I feel it's one or the other. And I'm the type of person, and Dane is the same. I'm pretty sure I will talk for him in this, that when we go to Vegas and we find something, we want to know why that is there, or is that something that was maybe in the old hotel
Hmm.
or that it replaced, you know what I mean? So we do love to the history of it. And for me, since day one, when I went, I started, looking at things and went home and researched like what was there before and
Hmm.
what was this before, where why is this so popular, or stuff like that. And that's one of the reasons we want to do it. Like he mentioned, we will have a lot of content either from what we filmed or what we find that is interesting. And we always invite the viewer, if they know something that we might not know, throw it at us, and we can definitely um, make a video or make a podcast about it. But
Mhm.
definitely, I think occasionally we will try to have maybe somebody, a collector, or somebody that can bring a little bit more information on these great things that we have for Vegas when it comes to chips, matchbooks, show the menus for the shows, anything and everything that has some rich history, and it could be an ashtray all the way to, a receipt from a purchase to I think I have like an old school bag from Caesars, a
Mhm.
paper bag that I saved that I bought, sorry, a while back, and it's probably like from the 50s or something like that. So, we want to make sure the young people learn a little bit more than just Vegas, the party town Vegas, the gambling town, Vegas, the all you can do whatever you want in Vegas style. So
Mhm.
it's very interesting and very exciting time right now for us because um really this last trip, like we talked in Rene's previous in his podcast, sorry, um we had so much fun
Mhm.
and we did so much. We got to know each other. We got to know, how we love this amazing place called Vegas and the rich history and your book and all these amazing things that made me kind of like get excited even more about Vegas. So
Mhm.
I think we have a lot of things in on hand, and it's going to be an amazing time and some good time to follow us and to get to know a little bit more of Vegas on the side that most people don't know, right?
Well, and the fun thing too is like, when you're in a group of people and you talk
Hmm.
about Vegas, and everyone's first reaction is, "Oh, nightclubs, casinos,
Yeah.
expensive, expensive," and it's like
Yeah.
you could be, if you follow us, you could be someone that could say, "Well, hey guys, actually, there's more to Vegas than the nightclubs and the casinos,"
Hmm.
and they're gonna say, "Oh yeah, like what?" And then you say, "Well, follow DNR Collect Vegas and find out for yourself." But yeah, so mostly it's a mission for us
Yeah.
to we're Vegas supporters.
Yeah.
We wanted to see it grow, but we also want to you know showcase that history, and it's so important, the history, because without the history,
Yeah.
none of us would be going to Vegas today. It'd still
Yeah.
just be a watering hole.
Yeah.
It'd be nothing. It would just be the desert.
Unless they're
So
gonna build a Hoover Dam 2.0 or something, right? Then we can relive what they did when they did the first time, right? But
yeah,
yeah, it's to me, it's always been, I gamble and I go to
of
shows and
course,
I
of
do all these
course.
things, but I also take some time to kind of leave Vegas with a little bit more knowledge or find research before I go and try to find that thing that I found online that they say, oh, it's right here. This old artifact from, whatever hotel it replaced is still there, or something
Hmm.
like that. I really do enjoy that. Funny story, Dane. The last time I went in June, I was training for a marathon.
Hmm.
So I actually made a route that would take me through by Mandalay Bay in front. I think there's like a McDonald's or something like that. Behind the McDonald's across from Mandalay Bay, they still have the roller coaster ride that was used to be at the Sahara. And
Oh
I
wow.
knew that, or I knew that because I've seen videos and stuff like that. So I literally mapped a run that would take me straight right there so I could stop my run and then find out if it's true. And it is
Nice.
true. There
Yeah.
are some roller coaster rails and all these things there. So that's what I do. That's what I do when I go to Vegas. I go have fun, go gamble, go do all the Vegas-y things.
Hmm.
But I also like to go find these cool little things like the roller coaster. Who would have known that
Hmm.
that roller coaster's been there for what, maybe 20, 30 years? I don't know, and it's still there. It's
Yeah.
still there, and that's the stuff that we want to bring up. We want to make sure that just how there's influencers that talk about cheap Vegas eats, right? Or
Mhm.
or things like that. We're more of the did you know this was here kind of thing,
Well, and that's the
bring.
thing too, is like think about it. Millions of people a year walk
Hmm.
by let's say, Resorts World,
Yeah.
not understanding that it used to be the Stardust. You're
Yeah.
standing on history.
Yeah. Yeah.
And a lot of people probably don't know that, the canopy over Fremont Street, it used to not be an experience, right? It used to just
Yeah.
be a road you could drive down. But there's kids nowadays that probably have no idea about that,
No idea.
right?
Yeah.
Unless they stumble across an old picture. But it's cool because there's because the history's cool, right?
Yeah.
The guys know, the women that were alive and making Vegas so what it was back then.
Yeah.
They were cool. You
Yeah.
have the mafia, you have unbelievable showgirls, you have unbelievable waitresses, unbelievable servers. It was very classy, but mysteriously dark with thrill. There's so much back then. It was just
Yeah.
very intriguing, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
And now it's very fast paced, right? Here's your drink.
Hmm.
Here you
Yeah.
go.
Yeah.
Dress whatever way you want. Here we go. Blah blah blah.
Yeah.
So, but back then it was a big deal. You get walked to your table. You sat down. Everyone's important.
Yeah.
And everyone, just no one was acting up. There was no silliness going around because you were too afraid that Tony Spilatro would come and get you. Right? And no one wanted to be buried in the desert. They all wanted
Oh
to
no.
have fun. So
Yeah.
it was just a different time. And I want us all to walk through history together.
Yeah.
And fortunately, it's going to be through a really cool podcast and videos and
Hmm.
getting to see these collectibles that maybe one of those historical people held.
Yeah.
Maybe, the matchbook that I have in my hand was held by a guy that, messed up a little bit and now he's buried in the desert. And
No. Yeah.
you never
Exactly.
know, right? And maybe the
Exactly.
chip that I own was won by one of the biggest, winnings back then, or you
Hmm.
never know, right? So what we have is history, and we're going to showcase it. We're going to shove it down your throat, and yeah, it's going to be a
And
lot of fun.
and give us feedback. We're always open to feedback on
Yeah, of
what you
course.
want to see, what you think we can do better, even that, because there's no such thing as negative feedback. I think everything is to help us provide I don't want to say service, but provide some entertainment and some knowledge, definitely
Hmm.
knowledge. And I think that, like you said, that's going to be our main focus. That's what we want to bring knowledge, awareness, I guess, in a way to
Stop and
Vegas
look.
fans.
Stop and look.
Yes,
Because
yes.
it's crazy how you can walk into a store that sells T-shirts not knowing that was the Las Vegas Club.
Yeah, yeah,
So it's just neat. So take a moment, and if you're in Vegas, and look around and say, where am I really right now?
yeah.
Because it says I'm at a McDonald's, but where am I really right now?
Yeah, that
You
could
know
have
what?
it could have been where they killed a mobster or something like that.
Anything,
Yeah.
anything. A special hotel, a special motel.
Hmm.
We're going to be touching on Naked City. Not a lot of people know that, but they think that that's just the dumpy part of the Strap. But back in the
Yeah.
50s and 60s, it was a very, very popular, beautiful spot. There's a
Yeah,
lot of mystery there, a lot of murder there. So we'll try to cover that stuff and see what fun we can get out of that and stay away from some of the negative stuff that,
definitely.
people are so scared
Definitely.
of. But
Yeah.
yeah, it's a beautiful city. It's
Hmm.
it's my therapy. It's what's gained me all these connections and friendships and family with
Yeah.
yourself, Renee, other me,
Hmm.
Casey, and all their significant others. And you know what? Like, since I've started, the love for Vegas and the
Yeah.
collectibles and the history, I've gained so much. So
Yeah.
I owe it to the city to, like I said, reach my hand deep in that bag of history and pull it out.
No, for sure, man. And you mentioned other me. I remember a conversation we had with him where he was saying that he used to go to the hotels in on Fremont. I think he mentioned when he was a little kid to wait for his mom to come out and stuff like that.
Yeah,
I
he'd sit on the
definitely
curb.
imagine having him and telling us these stories.
Hmm.
Him sitting in the curb waiting for mom to get out.
Yeah.
We might even had taken a couple steps where he actually was sitting, waiting for his mom. That's it's crazy to think how millions and millions of people maybe stepped exactly where that happened, you know? And so I think
Yeah.
that's stuff that we want to bring. If we bring a guest, it will be something into that nature. Nothing against the people that are, bringing awareness to Vegas on deals and what to do in Vegas. Great, it's great to have, but I think we're missing. I feel, and I think Dane, you'll say the same. We don't have enough people talking about the rich history.
Mhm.
We don't
Well, it's
have
a
a lot of
missing
people
puzzle
saying that.
piece.
Yeah.
It's definitely a missing puzzle piece that we both have.
Hmm.
So we got to try to find that spot for it.
Yeah.
And yeah, I think a lot of people will enjoy it just as much as we do. And I
Yeah.
think that our personalities together will put a cool spin on the history and showcasing these items that we have.
For sure, for
For
sure,
sure.
for sure. And I'm looking forward to the next episodes and what we post on social media on all these things that we hold dear to and uh, I'm excited. I'm excited to bring all this up. And Dane, right off the bat, Dane is such a big historian. I don't even know why he still lives in Canada. I think he should come and live in Vegas because, man,
It's
he
the
can,
money.
yeah, he can tell some great stories to a lot of people. Like I can envision you having your own business in Vegas. Kind of like, I don't know if you've been to LA. There's these little minivans that people get on and they take you to all the celebrity homes. And I can imagine you
Like
in a
a
little
guide.
minivan. Yeah, like you're in your little microphone, and you're like, oh, and in this corner, they shot Tupac, but in this
Yeah, of
corner, this is where this big, big deal happened, or whatever it is, because you
course.
know so much Vegas history. It's amazing, I know my Vegas history, but you are way higher than on the scale, but
Mhm.
that's amazing. And that's one thing that when I met you, when I've seen your Instagram, all the stuff you put, I identified in myself really fast because that's exactly what I wanted. I want to know more, you know. I always tell people I'm the why person. Why this, why that. I always ask the why. And that's why I like you, because there's always a why this happened, why that happened, and you know a lot, dude. So I think we're gonna definitely have enough content just in your that brain of yours that you have in there, and be able to take it out and share with the people, which is exactly what we want to do.
And I think that kind of touches on the reason why I want to really do a nice segment on the mystery of Las Vegas is
Hmm. Hmm.
because we don't know why,
Yeah,
but we're chasing the why.
yeah,
And maybe our podcast will get out there to someone that actually knows why.
exactly. Yeah,
And like for me, I love not knowing why when it comes to certain things, but certain things I obviously want to know. And I
hmm,
think that the passion for that is why we connected so well, right? I want to know so I can love the item more, right?
yeah.
So like, yeah, I don't want to say too much because I think that it will ruin some videos
Oh,
that are
no,
that
no,
are
no,
coming in
no
store. So
spoilers, no spoilers,
but
but
just yeah,
definitely we'll have to
stay
watch it.
tuned and yeah, if you guys know some cool mysteries, feel free to message either of us. Yeah, we want to unlock all
Yeah,
mysteries of Vegas, from
for sure.
UFO sightings to Area 51, all the way to missing signs, robberies,
Everything. Yeah,
kidnappings. Just let's chase the why, right? Let's
yeah.
chase the how, and let's kind of chase the who. We don't want
The
to get too much trouble.
the who, what, when, where, and why kind of situation. But it's gonna be good vibes, like Dane
Mhm.
said. No negativity. You're not gonna hear. Oh, why are they selling this hotel or not? Nothing like that. We just
Yeah.
want to bring more awareness again. I think for me that's the best way to explain it. Awareness of why. There we go. Why Vegas is what it is now.
Mhm.
Because there had to be something there had to be a reason why it started to get to the point where we're at now,
Mhm.
so, and that's where we want to go. We want to go kind of like Back to the Future, back in time, and take you to what we think to our best of our abilities why these things happen or where did these
But
happen
that's the
and
nice thing too,
stuff
is
like
that
that.
we're able to ourselves and the viewers, tap into your imagination a little
Mm-hmm.
bit, because
Mm-hmm.
a lot of this stuff, there it's it we know it happened, but
Yeah.
there's no true facts to it. So, we can have some fun with it. We could all be detectives. We could all,
Yes.
you know,
Yes.
and I think that that was something that happened when Lake Mead, the water went down, all the barrels were being shown.
Yeah.
Now we're all detectives. Who is
Yeah.
it? Who did it
Yeah.
come from? What
Yeah.
year was that barrel, thrown in there?
Yeah.
So now we're all part of history. And I think that during that moment, on even on TikTok, a lot of people were going down to Lake Mead
Yeah.
and doing their YouTube videos and stuff, trying to find a barrel and trying to find something that had to do with the mafia.
Yeah.
And I want people to come and chase that again, right? So, there's a lot of things that are still missing. So maybe we can find them, or maybe someone wants to come on and say that they snagged it.
Yeah, yeah, for sure, for sure. And we do this with nothing in return. We don't expect anything in return. We're doing it on YouTube obviously because that shows to the mass public, I guess, if you want to put it that way. But we also we're not doing it to get monetized. We're not doing it to for the profit. But we also accept any type of donation because we want to go back to Vegas. We want to continue to provide more content. Not that you guys have to do it, but we're always welcome. We welcome any type of donation that people would like for us to do to be able to continue to show these videos, to produce these videos and stuff like that. Every single penny that we get when it comes to donations, if we get any, if we don't, that's fine. Will be returned back to the podcast because
Mhm.
that's exactly what me and Dane want. We're not looking into becoming famous and having millions in our pockets or whatnot. We just want to continue doing what we love. It's a hobby. Let's put it
Yeah.
that way. A hobby that we want to do, that we want to show, that we want people to learn more about. So definitely that's one thing, kind of like a disclaimer, because I know sometimes the why wants to come out and we want to give that why. This is 1000% something that me and Dane both um, are very passionate about, the history and whatnot.
Yeah. So like I said, like we both said in the beginning, it's definitely our passion. Um, but it's a mission. It's a mission, and it's a fun one. But we take slot vouchers and chips. We
Yes.
accept those. Just kidding. No,
Just
it's
don't throw your vouchers in the washer like I did because then they won't work. So
yeah.
give us you know what, maybe thinking, off the cusp, or this is definitely so you can see people, this is not scripted. We don't have a script that we're going by. Um, if y'all want to mail us your 5 cent, 10 cent vouchers, we'll definitely love to have them on our collection. Or
They
that
add
could
up.
be that could be the donations that we can do, and then for sure, help the cause. So you never know. That might be something that we can start a trend, instead of them just leaving them on the slot machines or throwing them away or washing them like I did with a $40 one. So um, I put a challenge as a pilot, see if we can get some vouchers. That would be kind of cool to see what we can do that, and see if it works, right?
Mhm. Yeah, I think we should call this Pilot Y.
Why?
Yeah,
I
I think
agree.
that'd be cool.
Yes, yes, I agree. I agree. But basically, we want to keep our podcast also not too long. We want to make sure and be mindful of people's times. Most people listen to podcasts while they're, working, while they're doing errands on their car, sleeping. Some people actually put it before they go sleep. You never know. Maybe they find my voice and Dane's voice soothing, and they might fall asleep on us at night. But we definitely want to keep it into a good time. That way, it doesn't take too much of the viewer's time, and I think me and Dane both agree to that. It's good to keep it at a certain time, but I hope we get to do these for a while, for a long time, and people again send us some your info, send us uh, maybe a myth or something that you know that you might think we don't know, because that's
That's a
just
challenge.
yeah, yeah. I think that's another segment right there. Try to beat Dane in a myth or something and see if he knows or doesn't know. I put Dane because I know a little bit, not too much, but Dane I know he's a whiz when it comes to that. So, but yeah, people. I definitely want you guys to enjoy this. Find something cool. Maybe you find something that you can tell that first date, like, hey, did you know that, Stardust used to be where the Resorts World was or something,
It's a good icebreaker for
it's
sure.
good icebreaker, exactly. You never know. You never know. Maybe you're nervous and you remember Dane saying something cool like that, or me making a joke or something,
Mhm.
and we can help you on your date and let us know. Let us know if it worked out or not as well. That'd be nice to know. But we definitely this is our passion. This is what we want to do. This is what the podcast is going to be. So, uh, first podcast episode is our pilot, and it's going to be called Why. I think it's a great name.
Mhm.
And let us know what you think. Of course, we got to do the traditional. Please like, share, and subscribe.
Mhm.
Leave a comment. What is the other one? The notification bell, whatever it's called.
Everything.
Everything, please, and
Share it
and
to your mom and dad.
share it to your mom and dad. Share it to the neighbor that you don't like, whoever, and let's grow this community of people that are interested in the other side of Vegas, right? The
Fulfill the mission.
the fill exactly. To
Let's do it.
help us fill that mission, help us uh get people more knowledgeable about the old Vegas that brought this new Vegas and the future Vegas, because without the backbone, then there's nothing, right? So yeah, for sure. Well, I'm excited. And any final words, Dane? Anything you want to say without giving too much spoilers?
Oh, just excitement. I'm just excited to do it. I'm happy that our little chat in front of a Buffalo machine at I don't even know where we were, Golden Nugget, I think.
Yeah, 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 yeah,
I'm happy that that now is becoming reality.
yeah,
I like that we don't just talk, we do. Say what you mean and mean what you say.
yeah, yeah.
And I think that's a really cool thing. And I was a little bit tipsy. I saw 4 or 5 of you, but I remember that handshake, and you're like, "Let's do this," and now we're doing it. So,
Oh
yeah,
my
it's
God.
it's very exciting for me. So I'm
At
just
least you
excited.
remember. At least you remember the handshake and you shook four Robs, but
Well, I didn't know which one to shake, so I shook all 4 of you. So I feel like we had to get it done. But
I
yeah, it's reality now. It's
yeah,
cool. I'm excited. I'm excited for everyone else to stay tuned and watch.
yeah,
There's if you think that Vegas is a cool place, just wait.
yeah.
This place is there's a reason why I wake up and I fall asleep thinking about it. So yeah,
Same here,
just
man.
stay
Same
tuned
here.
and hopefully you guys are just as excited as both of us.
Yeah, yeah. And I also remember before we leave, I remember us having a little bit of the conversation at Oscars too, about, other things that I don't want to spoil, some
Mhm.
projects that will come up within this project, but you got to stay tuned. That's all I got to say. Stay tuned because I
Mhm.
think there'll be kind related projects with the history and stuff like that, but stuff that me and Dane see the same that could be better. That's all I'm gonna say
Mhm.
because I think there are some cool projects that we can start up with help of other friends of ours. And
Always.
no mobsters. I guarantee you, there's no mobsters that are gonna fund or
Well,
help us. At least that's what we know. As the military says here in the United States. I don't know if it's the same over there in Canada. Don't ask, don't tell, right? So we just won't ask and won't tell. But we definitely, I think we have some cool projects that we were talking about. Hopefully, Dane wasn't too drunk with the four Robs that he still remembers them. But definitely cool things are gonna come up. We just need this to start rolling. I think the first part is this. We already got the recording,
mhm.
and then little by little we'll let you guys know what these projects are and what we want to do for sure. But if there's anything else, Dane, I think this is a good time to end the podcast.
Yeah.
Um, You guys have a great night, great morning, wherever you're at.
Mhm.
And this is basically Dane and Rob Collects Vegas,
We'll come
DNR
up with a
Collects Vegas.
catchphrase for sure.
We will, because we have to have a nice little ending, you know, and finish it up. But for now, this is as good as it's gonna get.
Yep.
And we hope to see you guys soon again, and we'll have a structure of videos and plethora of stuff coming out in our social media channels, which will be somewhere in our description or something like that. So y'all have a good night, and we'll see you guys the next time. Okay,
Take it easy, guys.
bye.